What you're about to see is an absolute masterclass in public education. PTTP visits Hammersmith Police Station, calm, collected and respectful. Yet within minutes the officers arrive and show how fragile their professionalism really is. Throwing around terrorism accusations to making up laws on the spot. This is one of the clearest examples of ego completely overriding training. I have never seen an auditor be able to run circles around the police like this. This is absolutely crazy. Let's get straight into it.
So you're right.
Yeah, not bad.
How you doing?
Not bad. So?
Good, yeah, not bad.
It's cold. Cold and wet. These paving slabs are really slippery to walk on. I don't know if I've just got something on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah, I mean, mine.
But they are
really slippy as well.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So all it is, mate, is obviously you're filming the front gate of a police station, and literally directly where the keypad is, where our officers are putting their codes in.
Right.
And for us, it's just a bit suspicious, and also a little bit of kind of a terrorist threat as well. I'm not saying anything, but it is.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
It's a possibility, isn't it? It's
Very low possibility.
It's something that we need to kind of challenge.
Very low possibility.
Yeah.
It's also a possibility that we might get 40-degree weather today, but it's highly unlikely.
The officer suggests that filming near the keypad could potentially create a security concern. However, when questioned further, he appears to acknowledge that the likelihood of such a threat is very low. This is where the auditor raises an important distinction. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000 allows officers to stop and search an individual where there is reasonable suspicion relating to terrorism. Reasonable suspicion is generally expected to be based on specific, objective facts and circumstances rather than on a general possibility or unease alone. The auditor's concern is that there is a difference between acknowledging a theoretical risk and establishing a legally sufficient basis for suspicion. A low probability possibility does not automatically become reasonable suspicion by itself.
If you call us, we call if you were just having a...
Yeah.
and
I'm just being as reasonable as you're being. You know.
From our point of view, we just want to understand your intentions and why obviously you were filming.
That's fine. I appreciate
So
that.
what would that be?
Unfortunately, I don't answer questions.
No, is it for like a YouTube channel? Is it for like auditing or something like that?
Again, I don't answer questions, buddy.
What a 19.
We'll come back to them.
So if I come back to spot me
So obviously in this climate...
Yeah?
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't actually want to engage with you. That's why I walked away and stopped engaging.
Still engage with you as
You
well.
can, but I can also just ignore you. So don't just say, sir, like I have to stand around and talk to you.
I get that.
As PTTP declines to answer further questions, the tone of the interaction appears to change. The officers continue asking about his motives, ask whether he is filming for YouTube, and continue engaging as he walks away. From the auditor's perspective, this is where the encounter shifts from information gathering into something more personal. He sees the officers as moving beyond assessing potential concerns and becoming increasingly focused on his refusal to continue the conversation. Under UK law, where no specific legal power is being exercised, people are generally not required to continue a voluntary interaction with police and may choose to disengage.
You may or may not want someone unless you can engage in unity as well. To this day and age, unfortunately, they're a real terrorism threat, which is why there's bollards here, so people don't come driving.
What's the current terrorist threat level?
I think it's kind of just in the middle of substantial.
It's substantial.
Yeah, so
That's what it is at the moment.
attack is not likely, but it's not unlikely.
Okay. Do you know, since this new system of substantial, severe, and that, substantial is the lowest it's ever been.
Okay.
It's never been lower than that,
But
so
can
that's
you
like the baseline. So don't throw around words like terrorism when it's the... No, I can't. No, I can't. I know what you're going to say, and no, I can't.
The keypad to the entrance of the police station is a bit suspicious.
So you're making an assumption of what I'm filming here, aren't you?
You're
are?
very close to the keypad, aren't you?
I said when I got there, are you filming? And you said yes.
Yes, but you're assuming that I'm filming the keypad.
That's the way your camera was angled.
You can see my screen from where you were sat in your car, can you? You can see what my camera was pointing. You can see how zoomed in I was. Maybe I was zoomed in on you. Maybe I was zoomed in on your front wheel.
Where the camera was positioned, it looked like you were filming. All we want to do is speak to you, engage to you, see, number one, why you're filming, and obviously how long you're going to be
Maybe we can
here.
assist you, I don't know.
I don't...
The officer begins to speculate about intent, suggesting that PTTP may have been filming the station keypad. However, that interpretation is not clearly supported by any concrete evidence presented in the interaction in UK law, suspicion is generally expected to be based on specific, observable facts that indicate potential criminal activity, rather than assumptions about intent alone. Filming in a public place, including a police station, is not in itself a criminal offence. Similarly, there is no automatic presumption of wrongdoing simply because certain features of a building are captured in footage. From PTTP's perspective, he is standing on a public pavement filming a publicly visible building, which is generally lawful, though context can always matter depending on additional circumstances.
Your services are not required.
Would you like to give us your name and details?
Can you give me yours?
Yeah, PCY 2420 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you. And you, sir?
PC Audit, 2968.
2968 Alpha Whiskey. You both based here, are you?
Yes, we are. So would you like to give us your details too?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think you would.
Why would I?
That's all it is, mate. It's to
We've given
understand.
you our details.
Yeah, but you're obliged to because you're engaging with me as a police officer, aren't you, as a constable? So you're obliged to. A member of the public's not obliged to give you
and
anything.
we can engage with you just as equally.
Yeah, absolutely, of course you can. But again, I've already told you that I don't want to be engaged with. I would consider this now harassment. I've walked away from you.
Okay.
You followed me to continue with engaging with me.
A course of conduct times 2, so you know what harassment is?
I do, absolutely. Course of conduct to convince a member of the public to disengage from a lawful activity or engage in an activity that they're not lawfully obliged to do.
When PTTP raises the issue of harassment, the female officer responds with, "So, you know what harassment is, do you?" The tone of the reply comes across as sharp and dismissive, which PTTP interprets as sarcastic and unhelpful in the context of the discussion. From his perspective, this kind of exchange shifts the focus away from the legal issue being discussed and turns it into a more personal back and forth. Situations like this can affect how professional communication is perceived during police interactions, especially when members of the public feel they are not being engaged with in a neutral or constructive way.
On more than one occasion, I've told you I don't want to engage. You followed me. I did move away from you. You followed me to continue this conduct. So yes, I would now say that this is harassment at this point.
All it is for us is just it's a bit suspicious, and we want to find out obviously why you're filming. That's
You know what I
I
find?
understand people make YouTube channels, people are auditors, you have a right to film in public.
Can I tell you what I find suspicious? A silent fart after curry night.
Sorry?
A silent fart after curry night. That's what I find.
That's making funny.
That's what I find suspicious. It's about as suspicious as what this is.
Do
So
you intend to be here long?
as long as I want to be. Absolutely.
Right, we'll go and speak to the relevant people, alright?
Okay.
It just might be, mate, because of obviously it looks a little bit suspicious, it might just continue to get stopped.
And I'll
it
tell them
might
exactly
cause
the same
cause
thing.
you aggro, that's all.
Not always be any aggro. Did either of you turn your body cameras on when you approached?
Yeah, of
It
course
is on,
we
yes.
You did. Is there a reason?
You film us, we can film you.
I'm not saying you can't. Absolutely you can. It's everybody's right to film in public. Not a problem. Can I just ask why you didn't follow your policies and notify a member of the public when you started recording them? According to the Home Office, according to the
I'm not
MPS.
sure if you are aware of all the policies.
Would you like me to bring it up on my phone, miss?
PCTP then asks whether their body-worn cameras are recording, and the officers confirm that they are. However, the concern raised is that he was not informed when recording began. According to Metropolitan Police guidance on body-worn video, officers are generally expected to inform members of the public when recording is taking place where practicable, unless doing so would compromise safety or operational effectiveness. School. When discussing conduct in public, one officer suggests that swearing in public may amount to an offence. However, under the Public Order Act 1986, the legal threshold is more specific. Section 5 covers threatening or abusive behaviour or language that is likely to cause harassment, alarm, or distress.
I will read it
Are
to
you
you.
referring to Google?
No, it's the
Obviously when
MPS.
it's practical, yes, but...
Oh, and when has it not been practical in this
Well,
situation?
It's a bit of a threat that you're stood in the entrance of the
So
police
you can't
station.
approach with, "Good afternoon, we want to talk to you, just let you know
My
you're
number
being
one
recorded."
priority is to find out why you're filming the front gate of the police station.
Look,
which
the
still,
only
with respect,
time-
sir, you haven't told us why.
The only time it is excusable for you not to announce it is if you're going into a situation and it's straight away you're going hands on to detain or arrest somebody. Otherwise,
I think
you
you're
can't. There's
misinformed.
no reason. I'm sorry. I will literally, okay, bring this up for you and I will read it for you verbatim and I'll show you the
I'm not going
document.
to have conversation on stuff that I don't think is applicable, right?
Why is it not applicable?
security staff, they have body worn.
Okay.
So do we.
Yep. Look, Metropolitan Police, updated September 2020. It's the most recent document.
You seem very invested.
It's the most recent document. This paragraph here, all right? I'm going to let you read it with me. This one here. Body-worn video is an overt system and should not be used for covert recording other than in exceptional circumstances and where the necessary authorities have been granted.
And this is not an exceptional circumstance.
No, let me finish.
Okay.
As body-worn video is overt recording, officers must declare wherever possible when they are commencing audio and visual recording during each and every encounter. So again, because you haven't come out and you haven't grabbed me, you're not detaining me or arresting me, there is absolutely no reason, no excuse for not starting the conversation. You've said a lot of things during this conversation, and you're telling me not one of those things could have been, by the way, sir, you're being recorded. Not one of them.
No, sir, whenever possible.
Yes. And again, when was that not possible?
We're just going to go around in circles, aren't we?
Yeah, because your excuse is absolute bullshit, and you know it.
Okay, well, don't swear
It's not an offence. It's absolutely not. It's an offence to swear at somebody, to cause abuse, threatening, or insulting.
It's a Section 5.
No, it's not. You can swear as part of your general vocabulary. Go take it up with Lord Justice Bean, who's already ruled on this in the highest court of this country. You cannot overrule that.
Section 4A is when it's directed at somebody.
And I didn't direct
Section
it.
5 is out to anybody. When somebody else can feel
If
harassment, alarm,
it's
distress.
likely, if it's abusive, threatening, or insulting has been removed from Section 5. If it's threatening or abusive, saying something is bullshit is not threatening or abusive.
After repeated requests for them to leave him alone, PTTP states that he believes their conduct is becoming harassing in nature. In response, the officers step away towards the yard without further comment or acknowledgement. From his perspective, the withdrawal feels abrupt and unresolved, particularly given the back and forth that preceded it. What this interaction highlights is how quickly situations can become strained when there is disagreement over what is lawful, necessary, or appropriate in the moment. Each side appears to interpret the encounter very differently, one focusing on suspicion and procedure, the other on rights and proportionality. In this case, no detention took place and no formal powers appear to have been exercised. The disagreement largely centers on interpretation of authority, suspicion, and conduct during the interaction. The auditor maintains a calm and consistent approach throughout, continuing to ask questions and assert his understanding of his rights. If you found value in this breakdown, consider subscribing for more analysis like this. Stay informed, stay respectful, and keep understanding your rights. Peace.
It's just saying something is bullshit. That's part of your. That's part. No. That's part of your general vernacular, and it's been ruled on by the highest court of this country. So try another one. I will say everything's bullshit if everything is bullshit. Because everything is bullshit that's coming out of your mouth.
I get the idea now.
Yeah, you get it? I'm going to continue to say
obviously
it.
I get the idea of your intentions. Clearly just trying to wind us up.
No, you're winding me up by saying that I can't do something that I can do.
When we
What
came
have I
out,
said that you can't do?
You just said I can't swear when I can.
okay, when we've come out to talk to you, I think we've been very polite. We've just said, look, we've come to have a
And I told you that I don't
conversation.
want to engage with you, and
Not
then you've continued to
initially.
harass me.
Not initially.
Not initially, but you agreed that I have told you that I don't want to engage with you, and then you followed me, and you have continued to engage
Followed
with
you.
me, and now you're saying that I can't do something that I'm legally entitled to do, and you're trying to say that it's an offence when it's not.
We can also talk to people. We're not harassing you. We're having a conversation with you.
So if I walk up to somebody and they say they don't want to talk to me, then I follow them and try to talk to them again and repeat this behaviour, I wouldn't be arrested for harassment if they reported it? Of course I would. Right. Again, I will repeat, your services are not required. Please leave me alone.
We've also got a duty to protect the public and our police building as well.
You've also got a duty under your oath to uphold the rights of the people of this country, which is what I'm exercising right now, isn't it?
Matt, let's just go and have
Yeah, good idea. Just go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, don't be, mate.
Just go.
Don't be surprised if you just get challenged and challenged
Okay.
and challenged.
Just to let you know, as a heads up, you will be getting IOPC complaints for your body worn videos because you're obviously not aware and you refuse to acknowledge the fact that you need to notify.
Take care, mate.
All right. Goodbye.